Hi guys, so I'm Erica.
And I'm Miguel.
I'm Ava. And this is my little sister, Gia.
And today is all about giving you guys a tour of our 3-acre homestead. So we are originally from the city of Philadelphia. We have no prior background or knowledge to any of this. We've never had farm animals, so this was all pretty new when we moved here. If you just come with me, I'm gonna show you guys where it all started. So right over here, this is where all of our chickens are. We have about 16 of them right now. These are actually in our backyard. We originally started off when we first moved here. It's almost 3 years that we've been living here. The first year that we moved here, we bought 12 chickens. We ended up with 6 hens and 6 roosters. Our roosters were really aggressive and attacking the kids, so we ended up giving the roosters away and we ended up staying with the 6 hens. So they were pretty much where this all started. It was our first source of self-sufficiency. Got them through YouTube as you guys are watching. We picked up like chicken books and we kind of just learned everything as we went. If you look right here, this is their coop. This was actually built, Mikey built this. This year I went to Tractor Supply and I picked up, I believe it was 10 more chickens. I got prairie bluebells and green acres so that I can have blue and green eggs. And as you see, we have a full house now. Chickens to us are pretty easy to maintain. Mikey ended up attaching this because, if I'm being honest, in the beginning, like I said, we didn't know much and we did not cut their wings. So they were flying over this and going into our neighbors' yards, which, you know, no one wants that. So we put this up and it's been keeping most of them in. Chickens are super easy to maintain. If you look, we just keep their food here. Everything is just in their area. Now, right next door to us is Timmy. A little background about Timmy. Timmy was our official first pig. So he ended up being a pet. He's actually the kids' favorite. Let's move on over here. This is our wooded area. This is beyond the fence and beyond our backyard. Now we have this whole area here. Right here on this corner, we just learned about composting and the composting system. So Mikey has been really diving deep into this and learning a lot about it. We could do a video and get more into detail with this if you guys want that. But this is the little area that he has going on with that. And then right over here to the left is where we have Elizabeth and her piglet. So if you come in, this is a pretty big space here. This shed that's here was originally here when we first moved here, so we got really lucky with that. It served for different purposes as well. Originally it was a storage shed. I'm gonna bring it to Elizabeth. So here's Lizzie. If you don't already know, Lizzie just gave birth about a month ago. She's new here. If we're being honest, she was our first big purchase on the farm. It was all new to us and we kind of just took like a leap of faith and got her without knowing too much and just learned on the way. So she came from Alabama as well as Carter. They both came together. We'll show you Carter in a minute. And she ended up birthing these 2 little piggies. We have Charlotte here and then Doug is over here. No, actually this is Charlotte and this is Doug. So they were both born here on the farm. If you come in here, like I said, this was a storage shed. Mikey turned it into, we kind of turned this into our little birthing shed. So we laid some hay down. We have lights in here, cleaned it up. And this is for her and the babies now. And if we're being honest, this is probably going to continue to be our birthing shed because we do plan to continue to breed the pigs. So these pigs are Kune pigs. We specifically got them for that reason because they are very low maintenance. And they're also very friendly. They love the kids. They're able to be pet. They're awesome. We've been here for almost 2 years. You just gotta have patience, work with what you have, and do what you can do. Again, YouTube and just a lot of research helps you find ways that are cheaper. And that's just what we did and what works for us. So again, it all takes time. If you come back here, this is Carter and he's kind of like the baby. This is Mikey's baby. He actually is a baby. Carter is not even 1 year old yet. So when we got him, he came with Elizabeth. They both came together from Alabama. They are not related. but they came together. Him and Elizabeth were originally together, and as she grew more and more pregnant, he was kind of bothering her. So we gave her space, put her back there in the shed where you saw, and put him back here.
We want to be able to get the chickens back here. What happened?
It was a big deer just running.
Oh yeah, because they run along the fence line. And move them behind the pigs so they can help. And you know, we don't want them just where they're at in the chicken coop and the run. We just need to get another fence. We really like the Premier fencing here, the electric one. So that's just something that that we haven't done yet that we will be doing.
So this is the fence. We purchased the one that was 200-foot fence.
Yeah, each one was
100 feet. It's the pig fence. It works really well for us. Again, like we said, the coonies are so well. Like we have never yet to have anyone try to escape. Like they're just very chill, they're very relaxed. Just feed them, give them water, and they're happy.
Once he knew that the fence was hot, that's it. Shocked him maybe 5 times, and then he never even attempted to touch it again.
We'll show you. All of this pretty much is all of our land. We're just still working on knocking things down. And again, we also want to soon probably get goats. We're trying to still do some more research on that, and we also, like he said, want to get the chickens back here. The main goal is to have them all help clear the land. All right, so now that we got all that out, it's time. I'm gonna take you to our garden. The garden is pretty much on the side of our house, just for purposes of it's closer when we need it. Gardening is not fairly new to us. We were doing this way before we gotten any animals, or way before we even moved over here. We were living in the city, like I said, and we had a small backyard, and we started with 2 garden beds, and honestly they did really well. So that's kind of where our gardening experience came from. We're not pros, we're still learning, but we did bring all that knowledge over here. So this is, you know, our garden area. I'll show you. What is it? So these 2 beds right here are the ones that came from the city. These are original babies. This is what we started with in the city. Mikey built all of these. So if you look around here in this bed, we have eggplants. I just picked a really big one, but I'll show you guys. Somewhere in here, we have over there, I believe. So we just have some nice eggplants growing in here. Prior to this, oh, right here. These are Black Beauty eggplants. So we have all that going in here. I just planted these not that long ago. If you look over here, I actually have to take these out. You know, like I said, we're not perfect, we're just going. Here, I just recently planted some spaghetti squash, some butternut squash, and there's some eggplant over there. Over here is all of our broccoli, which we've been having for a while now, and honestly I think it's time to let them go. Again, you don't have to have a ton of money, and you just work with what you have. Usually people do these trellises with cattle panel. We did not. We use this as a trellis. It is a little bit, you know, flimsy, but it's working. And if you look, this is all cucumbers. So come over here and I'll show you. Cucumbers there, cucumbers there. We have a bunch over here. They're just everywhere. And then along here we have some cucumbers as well, and then we have some green beans. Ooh, and I just took one off. So these are all green beans and cucumbers, and to be quite honest, this is working for us. So if it works, we'll do it again next year. On this front area, this is our front garden, and this was originally here when we moved here. So the gating and all the front was here already. All we had to do was kind of just clean it up and add the rows. So right now I have all different types of pumpkins in there, and these should be ready by Halloween. We have rows of peppers, sweet peppers, hot peppers. And then if you look over here, as you can see, we're still unfinished. So, you know, little by little.
This is the hoop house. Eventually we will put the tarp over it, so it could be like a, you know, greenhouse, so when it's cold outside. This was my first time building anything like this, so we still haven't figured it all out yet. So we figured we'd just use it until, you know, until the time comes that we put the tarp on. So if you come in here, this is still a work in progress as well. We've been lifting everything up, but I figured we both figured we'd give it a try by stringing them up, but the strings just it's just not really working too well. It's still, a lot of the tomatoes are still dropping. So next year we'll figure something else out. But
everything does not need to be perfect. Everything takes time. And everything is just a work in progress. You know, you learn as you go. We don't really have anyone that we can, like as far as family, that we can say, oh hey, you know, ask advice on. We're pretty much the first ones doing it, like in our immediate family. So it's just all fun. Family comes over, they learn from us, they come, they take goods, they take eggs, so it all feels good. We do it because we really do love to do it and we enjoy doing it. Our kids love it.
so what do you like about it, Ava?
I like living here and I like picking tomatoes.
Yeah. And what do you like about living over here better than the city?
I get to have more outside space.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's show them your favorite part of the garden, picking
Yeah, let's show them
your bed actually. Yeah,
show them your bed and tell us about it.
Okay.
And give us a taste test.
I have strawberry and they're freshly done.
You can grab them.
And so I have a strawberry and then I eat it. Mommy. Mommy.
How it tastes?
Mommy. Sweet.
So we had to come in the house because the camera kept shutting off because it was so hot out, and then it started raining. So
I hope you enjoyed a little bit of our home tour and getting to know us a little bit better. We're about to just end it here, about to get some dinner started, and we'll see you guys soon.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. I can hit the button. I can